Okay, I got Mystery Shopper's knife and Jerry's knife up to the hand sanding. And tomorrow is going to be another beautiful day. So I'm probably not going to be working on knives tomorrow. I'll probably be riding my motorcycle. And Tuesday I'll be back at this. I'll get these finished up Tuesday, and then I will have I'll have 4 knives that need leather sheaths. I'm going to do that. 2 ends, 2 knives, Mystery Shopper, Jerry. And then I have these 3 knives I'll be working on. Harold's, Nick, and Errol. Errol wants a Cato. Okay, I'm in a better frame of mind than I was that last video. Don't you just get tired of always banging your head against a wall? Always. Just sometimes it never seems to end. All I want to do is sit out here, have peace in my heart, and happily sand away on knives. And it just seems like you get attacked from all sides, and sometimes it gets a little tiring. But I'm not going to let it bother me. Tomorrow I'm going to ride my motorcycle and just have a happy day. Who knows how many more of them we have left. All right, I got 2 BC specials sanded up, and I'm fixing to go put them on the buffer and see how pretty I can make them. I sure like that desert ironwood. It's so expensive, but it sure makes a knife. All right, for the record, I returned Pinhead's money. Here's the reason it took me so long. Him and I communicated in his name, and when I shipped it to him in his name, but he paid me with a business name. And the only way I was able to make the connection to who he was is he paid me in 2 payments, a $45 payment and a $50 payment. And I had that wrote down on the paper that I fill out. So I went back through my PayPal, and it took forever to go through all the transactions and find 2 that were from the same entity, one for 45 and one for 50. And it turns out it was a business name. So it took me a while to figure out how Eric got me that money. And I thought, was it a check? I really don't like taking checks, and I only take checks from people I know. I searched PayPal for his name, Eric, and his last name, and it didn't come up. So I was at a loss as to where to send the money. And in the meantime, I'd contacted him 2 or 3 times, including mentioning it in my videos. Please give me your PayPal address so I can refund your money. And he wouldn't. He kept sending me emails saying, I don't want your money. I don't want a refund. Okay, so I finally found him. And I refunded his money today. And let's just see if he returns that knife to me. I suspect I'll never see it, but we'll see. And here's the thing. When I get that knife, I will take my hardness file, and if that knife is not hard, I'm wrong. And I'm not saying I could not have made a mistake on that knife. I am a hobby knife maker. This is not a business. This is my hobby, and every knife I make, I learn a little. And when I make mistakes, I learn from those mistakes. I am absolutely not above making mistakes. In fact, I've made lots of mistakes. And actually, if you look at my knives now and look at my knives 2 years ago, you can see the improvement I've made. So that's the problem. I'm a human who is learning a craft. And this isn't a business. My life doesn't depend on this for income. The only reason I do sell these knives is so I can buy more stuff to make knives. So Eric was treating this like I was some sort of big business entity and wouldn't return, if he sent me the knife, that I wouldn't refund his money. Okay, well, you don't have that excuse. I have refunded your money plus an extra $10 for shipping. It costs about $8. Keep the change. And will I see that knife? We'll see. And when I get it, I will run a file across it. And if the file skates across it, just like you see on Forged in Fire, then the knife is hardened. And if the file digs in, then I did, in fact, not heat treat it properly, which I'm saying is absolutely a possibility. I am not an expert. I just learn and get better and read and learn from other knife makers and learn from my mistakes. So this is the end of it. Unless he sends me the knife, then I'll show you the knife, and we will, right here in front of everybody, run that file across the knife, and you'll know if I screwed up the heat treating like he says I did. And, I've never denied that it's possible I sent a bad knife out, simply because I'm no expert. I'm just a guy who has a hobby that he enjoys and is, only into a couple of years of knife making, learning with everyone. Alrighty. I'm going to go put these on the buffer. We'll see what they look like. There we go. Fresh off the buffer. Let me aim a light over here. This is what I call a satin finish, only because you can still see scratches in the finish. It's sort of a cross between a polish and a satin finish, but you can use it, and it's a good usable knife that you don't have to worry about ruining a mirror polish. And this is basically what all my knives look like now, even the neck knives. I've just discovered a new way of getting them to this point. And all the knives I send out look like this now. Okay, I have these need a sheath, and the 2 dinner skinners for Ann need a sheath. So Jerry and Mystery Shopper, the sheaths are in the works. I think by the end of the week I can have all these shipped. But I believe I'm going to go, if it's not too windy out, I may go ride my motorcycle a little bit. It's supposed to be one of the last warm days we have here. And but we're supposed to have some pretty high winds, and it doesn't look very windy right now. So we'll see. I'll figure out what I'm going to do next. But I'm moving into my leather room.